Namaste and hello everyone. I'm Dolly and welcome back to my channel Books and Beats with another new episode and a new guest and a new story. Hope you all are doing great and are safe and healthy and happy. So in today's episode, we have with us Kashmiri Deka. She has completed her graduation and was initially working with an MNC, and later she moved to her hometown, and now currently she is working as a teacher in a school. She lives with her family and she has one sibling, that is her twin sister. In one of our episodes, which is episode number 5, My Mother, My Guide, we got to know how a mother guides her child and leads her or him to a good path, the correct path. If you haven't watched the episode, the I button is displayed above. You can click the link and watch the episode. But how would it be if that important person who holds that vital role in our life, vital position in our life, our mother, is not amongst us? We can't even imagine a life without her. And it is always impossible to move forward in her absence. She knows what a child likes, what a child doesn't like. She can sense everything even before a child would have experienced it. That's the power of a mother. All of us are so fortunate to have our mother in our life. Her absence would just create a vacuum that no one else could fill it. We can't even imagine how we would move on without her scoldings, her guidance, her love, her care. There is no one who can fill the position that she has in our life, the love that she gives to us. In my today's episode, my guest Kashmiri wants to narrate one such story in her life, that one such story that has changed her life. Let us hear from her the story and let us welcome our guest Kashmiri on the show. So viewers, let us welcome our today's guest Kashmiri. Hello Kashmiri.
Hello Dolly.
How are you?
I am good, thank you.
How was your day today?
It was good and I am enjoying my days here in Guwahati now since I left my MNC in 2015.
Yes. And how is everyone doing in your family?
They are doing good. One of my family member is having some sugar problems. Now it is okay, like better than before.
Better than before. Okay. As you've mentioned to me, that in your life there was one incident that has happened that has changed everything in your life. So would you please today go and share that with us?
Yes, definitely, Dolly. We have been living in a very good society in Shillong. We have been brought up in Shillong, and it's a very good place to stay in because there is no such thing as floods, earthquakes, and all. We don't have to face anything like that. There is a pleasant weather throughout, except the winters. And yes, one phase was there we had to pass through, which was very, very struggling for our life. Was our when our one of my parent, that is our mother, passed away. She was one of the pillars that was holding our home very strongly. And yes, we grew up very nicely, traveling, having fun with friends in the neighborhood, and going out with friends, and then going out for picnic in class 10. But after that, she was not keeping well from class 6, when we were in class 6, and then she could not keep herself. And yes, she expired on October 19th, 2011. It is 2006. And obviously, when we were very young actually that time, and we wanted someone to guide us during that time. And losing a parent at such a young age is very, very what to say, it's very difficult to face the society. Yes, it is very difficult to face the society, and once one of your parent is not there, you have to learn everything by yourself, like getting dressed up, like getting going to school, colleges, and therefore coping up with your studies. Many things come before us. One thing was there, our father's support was there from his side, but what I feel till now is no one can replace a mother, and her love is always unconditional in our lives.
Absolutely.
And and today also, when we move ahead, we always feel she is with us. But our life has been very struggling. We have completed our engineering degree. My father was all alone at home. He was continuing with his work in NEPCO. He was working in NEPCO Shillong. And yes, we had a tough time, because sometimes when we feel sick and we cannot communicate anything to our father, we always remember our mother. But we always feel that maybe God has done something good, because she was suffering a lot, and maybe her body was not able to cope up with the medicines that the doctor was giving her. So and today, when I today I feel proud that I am I'm a teacher here in Guwahati. But yes, when I go back to my flip my pages backwards, I always feel there is a vacant space, which at present cannot be filled, and still a void there, Dolly.
Yes, yes. Her presence, a mother's absence, no one else can fill it. That is, and living life without her is unimaginable for any of us, right? And you have a
Yes, yes.
sibling, right? Twin sister.
Yes, yes. She's my twin sister. We are grown up together, and she's recently married in 2019, and she's living a life in Shivsagar in Guwahati, Assam, in Assam, sorry, and she is doing well by the grace of God there, and she rarely comes here because the distance is very very far away from her, and so definitely she's doing her job there, and we hope that she's doing well there.
So, how did this phase, before your mother's presence, before your mother expired, like the phase before that and after that, how was it? Like, how do you differentiate between those two?
Yes, I can tell you about that. Actually, when she expired, the initial few days was very difficult, because she was the one to cook. She was the one to get up early in the morning, get dressed up, and all. She used to prepare tiffin. So initial first weeks, I'll say 2 3 months from then, it was very difficult, and we had to appear for boards. That is class 12 MBOS. So it was very difficult for us, to cope up with the things, and getting answers to other people who used to ask us, and convince us and give us sympathy, condolences on that way, on that path actually. But however, by God's grace, we overcame that period, and today is the period, like we feel that whatever has happened for good, maybe, and maybe she's still there in our hearts, and I feel that whatever we are working on, for example, as a teacher, as I was in MNC in TCS in 2012. I was working there. Whatever was the reason, and whatever by what way we met friends, and we met you also. It was very nice. And today also, when I look back, I see that yes, there were difficulties, there were struggles, but we met many friends, and we traveled, and we. Shared our joys and sorrows with them. So I feel it's a very uh, it's a thing to celebrate, and I feel that yes, we should always carry the good memories with us, instead of remembering the old memories and getting scared, or getting sad, or feeling depressed. So we should always go with the happy memories in our life. I feel that way, Dolly.
Okay. Since you have spoken about memory, I would like to ask you here one question. Like usually I put questions to my guests to know them a little bit more. But since you've already spoken about memory, I would like to know you one favorite memory of yours with your mother. And also tell us like what is that one learning that she taught you and your sister that you both still carry in your life?
Yes. But the most memorable thing is that we used to travel a lot with her, and I still remember when we do have pictures also when we were very small. to various places, be it Delhi, be it Puri, be it Haridwar, Rishikesh. We have been to many places with her. And second thing is, yes, she has taught us to be always happy, and she has taught us that no matter whatever happens, we should move on in our life, because this is what life is to give us, and this is what we have to do according to karma. So we should always do our best, so that we can also expect something from others and do well in our life. This is what she taught us in her in her life.
Yeah, and I'm sure you both are carrying that legacy forward, and I'm sure she is already proud of you both, right? Whatever you are doing in your life.
Yes, yes. I definitely feel that one of my sister is already settled. She will be definitely very proud of her, be it in her career or her marriage wise. And I'm here to I'm yet to get settled on the November for my marriage, so she'll be happy. And definitely, yes, marriage is not the only thing people have there in their life. So we have many things before and after marriage, and we do enjoy things really. But yes, I previously I used to not love Guwahati because I was not brought up here. Not many of my friends are from here. But gradually I started working in Zoo Tiniali, then I started working in Sai Vikas Ganesh Puri, then I was working in Sarla Birla. So yes, I believe that yes, this is a great opportunity to work in these schools, and thank you God for giving me an opportunity to work in these schools. So it is great here in Guwahati.
Yes, yes, definitely. And the other one that I want to ask you is like, without like, all of us always want both of our parents to be around, right? But especially when our mother is not there, even a boy child cannot survive, right? Even he finds it very difficult to do his daily activities. I want to know it from you, like how much difficult it was for you as a girl, like to manage things without her, because right, for a girl there are different requirements in our day-to-day activities, and most of them we do share with our mothers, right? I'm sure your father has played a very important role post that, but I want to ask this question to how much was it difficult as a girl for you to get along?
Yes, Dolly, see, till today, the society has not accepted girls as they have accepted boys in this culture, actually. And yes, the patriarchy till follow till date. They always follow, and they always see that people from the boys' side, they always respect them instead of girls. What they think is that boys grow up and they are bread earners, and they are the ones who run the family. But as we see, the society is, uh, growing up rapidly, we see that girls are also doing the same now. But still I feel, that the girls are not being accepted so much as boys do. So what I feel is that when I was a child and I had to face all these struggles, we had to face struggles like getting dressed up very properly. Sometimes what used to happen is like we used to put dupattas, so we used to forget dupattas in schools because we had uniforms in class 12. So we used to forget that, so our teachers used to tell us please put on. So dressing up was one thing. Like dressing up was one thing that was like we had to do it ourselves by own self. And second thing was that we had to listen to some people, like some people had give negative vibes, like what will you do now, she's not there, you with you people, how will you shine in life? Because many a time what we cannot discuss with our friends and father, we can share it with her. So yes, definitely struggles were a bit difficult, but tough times do teach us many things, and yes, we grow up with challenges in our life. So I feel the world is better place to live in now with the challenges overcome.
Recently I've covered one episode with one of my guests where her story was connected with her mother, where her mother has guided her, and she was so energetic, enthusiastic while talking that. But I am seeing that same amount of energy in you as well. So that is the power of a mother, right? Like with her, in her presence or in her absence, she just keeps us going, right? She keeps us so strong.
Yes.
And like looking at you, I'm just thinking like you have been so strong throughout while even speaking. Like it was, you were so proud to talk about her, even it was like even if it is about her absence. uh, I think she has put in those values and those learnings so nicely, both of you sisters. It was so nice to hear from you. And so we will be moving on to the last part of the show, which is a book, which is recommending a book to our viewers. So, Kashmiri, you worked in an MNC and now you are a teacher. And getting a recommendation of book from a teacher, I think our viewers should follow it. Okay. I also want you to tell as a teacher why people should read books. Which book would you recommend?
Yes, I would say that everyone should inculcate this habit of reading books, no matter it may be a comic, it may be a simple English verse, or maybe a quotation from some books. What it does, it helps people in learning new things. First thing is that. Second is that it keeps people engaged, and we don't think of other things. And third thing is that it's an activity. We can do it at morning, we can do it in the afternoon, we can do it at night. So what does reading do is it helps us it helps us to uh, find a better way to learn things. And we are always engaged in some reading books, and we always find this activity very, very interesting. So when I was a child, I used to read one book, that is a Competition Success Review. That is a very good book for people who are aspiring to become an IS officer. And yes, who are giving bank exams and all, we learn from them, and they teach us how we should go for an interview, what dress we should wear, how we should appear before the interview board. And second book which I have read thoroughly was Wings of Fire. That was by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. It was a great book. Like we learn how he had struggled in his life to become a scientist, and how he has used his speeches to inculcate some recordings from his story to to some children who also grow up to be a good human being, and will also grow up to be a good human being. And third thing is, I read comics very, very frequently. Supandi is my favorite character, and I love him, in fact. And this is I always buy books of Supandi. But usually I also take Tinkle Digest, and I take all these books. I love to read all these things, really.
That was a wonderful recommendation. And every time a new guest comes to the show, I know them as only as a individual of like with their profession or something. Once they speak here, I get to know so many things about them. Previously, I had a teacher who does trekking and hiking, and he has just opened up so many new things for our viewers. And now they get to see another teacher who loves comics. So I think people are going to learn a lot of things by hearing from you all. Thank you, Kashmiri, for willing to come on the show and share that part of your story with us. And I'm sure whatever you are doing, your sister is doing, your mother is immensely proud, and she is already there watching you. And I think she has never left you to feel her absence. And you both will carry her legacy forward and make her father more proud. And it is so good to see so much strength and power in you. And I also want to thank your father, because it is really sometimes very difficult for a male like a father to get along with daughters, right? And he has definitely played a very important role, because I met you after all these things has happened, right? And
Yes,
that
yes,
time
yes.
itself I've seen like how you were single-handedly managing a lot of things in your life. And I hope to see you again in this show with another episode.
Yes. Thank you, Dolly. It was a great thing. It
Thank
was
you.
great meeting you as a friend, and today also it was great meeting you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming here. Though it was short, but it has a big impact in all of us, because we all know that the person she was talking about, who is not with her anymore, is someone who holds the highest importance in all of our lives. And none of us can ever imagine a life without our mother. Even to bring the glass of water from the kitchen, we keep looking for her. And how do you think that we can lead an entire life without her? But as it is said, that no matter what happens, who stays by you or who doesn't stays, but the good memories and the good learning stays, and life has to always go on. And it is also true that the vacuum that a mother's absence creates can never be filled. But I'm sure that whatever learnings that our mother gives us, that stays with us forever. And it is our responsibility that we take forward those learnings with us ahead. I hope you loved hearing to our guest Kashmiri today. If you are someone who would like to share journey or your story with me, do get in touch with me. My Instagram handle is displayed below, which is Books and Beings. You can, and please do not forget to give your comments about the video, what you liked, and what was your experience in hearing that, and what was the learning. And also, please let me know if you have read any of the books that my guests have recommended, and your and what was that one learning that you have taken from that book. Hope to see you again with another episode, another guest, and another story. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Stay safe, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay happy.